Hi, my name is Darak, and if you are watching this video now, you are also a quite disappointed Makerbot owner as me. Today is 23rd of April 2015, and my Makerbot Replicator 5th generation are running the latest firmware now, and also the Makerbot desktop I also run at the latest firmware, and I'm using the Mac. And I still have problem with printing. I think all of you have. And in my case, I have three smart extruder now. This is the oldest one I have. The serial number is somewhere 900 something. It's very early version, and it have clogging issue. So I call the Makerbot. By the way, I live in Taiwan. I call Makerbot and they send me a new one. Some parts are missing because they tell me to put the old one on it. It's a serial number of 2000 something, so it's already quite late. And still have clogging issues, so I call them again and they send me another one. By the way, these two design are quite the same, just a different casing material. And I open them because anyway I live in Taiwan, they didn't want it back because maybe the parcel fee is even more than the part worth, so they just let me keep it. And the third one they sent to me is quite different. You can see the radiator. I don't know what's the word for this. Are different design, and I open it. Even the head have different design, but it still have the same results. It's clogging and it's not printing well, and you can see the serial number. It's already quite large already. So after I think more than 2 years I own this, or not more than 2 years I own this machine. It's never work normally. Sometimes it will, sometimes it won't. It's really quite like depends how the machine moved in, and I'm just very disappointed, just like you, who you already click in this video for looking for a solution. So I'm testing out of a lot of parameters in the settings. I can show you my settings later, and I also you can already see I modified a little. I put something to squeeze on the spring mechanism more, because the spring mechanism is not so tight, so even the feeding is correct. The filament is not feeding inside, it's just spinning empty. So I put this in, and I print already 2 run, which each takes the first one takes 17 hours, and the next one takes 5 or 6 hours. It's just perfect. So my parameters and my modifier on the extruder, I think it's quite successful now. I still testing it, but I already want to show you my results, and maybe you guys can also give me some feedbacks, and if you have this smart extruder thing. Okay, so I like to show you the results. This is because I live in Taiwan. My friend, the first one is humidity. One of my friends, he is a manufacturer, plastic extrusion company, and they tell me, hey, the PLA is afraid the moisture. The PLA will suck the moisture, so the material don't work properly. So he tell me I need to put it into a dehumidity box, just like you put your camera inside the humidity box, and it will go down to 15 or 20% humidity. In Taiwan, it's average 50 to 60. So when I just received the machine, it's worked properly, but during the time pass, everything get moisture, and it's get even more and more hard to print. So my suggestion My suggestion is, if you don't have a dehumidity box, you can just grab a seal container and you can buy this. I don't know if it is available in your area. It's you can read this. It's also in Japanese. I cannot read it. It's a dehumidity thing, a big bag. It's quite a big bag, and in return you can store your dehumidity, your cameras, your video camera, your DSLR, and your sticks and everything else, which afraid of humidity. So you can put this into a closed container and you put in your filament inside to dehumid everything. So this is my first tip. You need to stay your filament dry as dry as possible. I dry up my filaments in the dehumidity box for the dry container for more than 2 months, and it works fine for me. I don't know if the humidity will make a difference on Makerbot, but I believe it will, so I make it, and it's have improved in my printing. Okay. So the second is, I think, is the temperature, the setting temperature. We can talk about that later because it's also have relationships with feeding rates and as so. So now I want to talk about how to modify your smart extruder, because I modified these two and it's also work fine. The spring tension get quite high. I have to squeeze very tough, not like this one. This is the original one. It's quite soft. But this one, after I modified it, it's very hard to squeeze, and it just worked perfect. These two. These two before didn't work one. Even this didn't work. It's now working fine now. So I like to teach you how to modify your smart extruder. So you need to prepare some very hard plastic tube, and in this case I'm using nylon tubing, and it's a 7.5 millimeter to 10 millimeters. Inner dimension is 7.5 and outer dimension is 10 millimeters. So you have to look for something like this. I can show you why later, because you need to put a spacer between the springs so you can tension out the springs more nice. Okay, so now you just need to have a flathead screwdriver, and you have to be very careful, because if you damage this, because this everything is made from plastic and clip on, it have no screws. If you screw up this, you have to, I don't know how you can fix it, and I think Makerbot cannot cover this for you. So the first part, you have to remove this part. This is slide off like this, and also this part. It have 4 clips here, so you need to very carefully just stick it in and pry it just like this. Sometimes it will fly back. You just need to hold it a little, and also this one. Okay, so it's just turned off like this. And now it's a tricky one. This 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You need to very gentle and very even to open these, or everything just fall apart. So 1, I think is open, and 2, I think it's open, and 3. Okay. And you can put more force by doing this, and everything will just pry open. Okay, and another part, another side, also you have to be very gentle. Don't break your, I don't know what this part in English, just don't break it. It'll break easily, I can tell you. And this and this. Okay, so that's all. Let me move down the camera. So now you need to open it carefully by pressing this first, because it has a spring there. It will spring out everything if you don't do this. And hold here, not here, because this belongs to the uppercase. So you hold here, and the down here. I think you can just see. And my English is poor, so you can open this like this. Okay, so this is what everything in the extruder. You don't want to mess up this part and this part and this part. It's have very tiny spring inside. But anyway, we have to open it. So let me tell you how. So you need to hold here by your thumb, and here by your index finger, and you need to squeeze down like this, and everything will just take out like this. So this part is hanging by 4 wires now. So you can very gentle to put this away. You can see already something trying to move out, to drop out. This is the part we want to modify. Then these you can just put it away. You can just put it away for now. And this is the tiny spring I mentioned. You have to keep it somewhere else. This is very critical. Don't make it disappear. Okay, so now you need to get a setup of pliers. I'm using this. Can this remote? No. Okay, I'm using this. So you need to very gentle to put. This is I think a stainless steel spring. It's already quite hard, but it's not enough. So we need to put a spacer in to make it even more hard to tension it up. That's a basic we want to do here. Okay. If you have gloves, please put on your gloves, because maybe you will cut into your finger. I don't have my gloves here, so I have to be very careful. Okay, one groove is out of the holding pole, so also here. Okay, so the spring is out, you can see. And the nylon tube, you need to find something this diameter. That's because this groove, these two holding pole, each is 7 millimeters in our outside dimension. So you need to find something which can fit on it. So this is 7.5. Obviously, you can just slide on, but the outside dimension is 9 of the spring. So please find something. The outside dimension of the string is 9 millimeters. So please find something not bigger than 10, because 10 I think it still work. It didn't scratch on the PCB board here. If you find something more than 10, I think you will cause a problem. So here is the thing. Here is the piece I cut out from the nylon tubing. It can go between anywhere 2 to 3 millimeters. If you can try it first at 2 millimeters, and because I just eyeballed it and cut it, and this is exactly 3 millimeters. It's already a little bit too thick, but I think I can try, because if you put it on too thick, it's the locking pole. It's quite less thing to grab on. You can see. But I think it's still okay. I can try it, and if it's not working, I can change it back. So after you squeeze something here, it will tension up the spring even more harder, and that's just the principle we need. So the hard part is you need to squeeze it in. Okay, so I think 3mm work, but I'm recommended in 2 because 3 is it's quite in the limit. I don't know if something will break or not here because it's not squeezing on this part here. If you put it loose, the tension is everything is on this tube now. So I don't know it will have a bad effect or not, or even break it. I don't know, but I need to try. I need to try anyway. Yeah, I think it's the big tension already bending the upper tube. The tube, this this tube. Yeah, it's already a little bit bending, but it's okay. I think it's okay. So now we can put everything back. Before we do that, you can have an air blower and you can blow the dust out, because this dust is by the feeding mechanism. It's grinding the PLA, so it have this kind of dust. So I recommend it. You can just clean it by air blower. Here, I can show you. Here, the feeding mechanism is a series of little teeth, and if the spring go loose, the force pushing the filament on the teeth is not enough, so it just grinds on the filament and it's not feeding properly. So this is why the thing is all grinding. Sorry about the noise. Okay, now, and we just need to put it back together, and the spring is on here, and this just put in there, and normally it would work like this. It's quite springy, and you need to put this. You don't need to touch this part, and if you touch this part, this is the latest version. It has a clip holding this plate here. If you don't have the latest version, just like the two I have, the plate on here, the top plate and the bottom casing normally flies away. You just need to. My recommendation is, after you open the case, take a photo, and afterwards you need to just look at the photo and put it back, and it will be fine. Okay, so we need to assemble it back. Just like holding this in at your left hand index finger, and you just slide it on like this, and you can hold it like this, and this is a tricky part. You need to put this into this groove without squeezing the 4 wires. The 4 wires are quite hard, quite tough, but it's also have a chance to squeeze them. And the same time, you need to squeeze down the spring, and it's quite hard, I can tell you. So I recommend you put it on you lay flat on the desk, and you just squeeze it like this, and you gently put everything back. And I didn't put it back. So if everything go well, you can see this will go flush on the rear end on the bottom here, and this corner will just fit inside perfectly and flush with this part. And here I cannot tell, but in the rear side you can see the sorry, the 2 plates also go flush with the outside casing. So that means you put it right, you installed it correctly. And these 4 wires, you need to squeeze it in a little. So if we put on the upper case, it will not squeeze between the 2 cases. And this, I don't know why it flies out, so you need to put it back. This plastic is normally stay below Okay, just like this. Yeah, it's normally stay this way, but I don't know why it's flying out. Okay, so this is everything you need to take care of, and hold it still holding it, because it will fly out if you don't take care of it. Press down everything carefully, and you can push down by your right hand. Your index finger, you can go through this hole and push down on the radiator. Okay, you can see it's springing out. So the tip is you can put your right index finger and squeeze on the radiator part, just what I'm doing now, and try to gently put everything back. And before you close it, please take a last look at your 4 wires, but because it's very easily to snap on, so please be careful. Okay, so after we put everything back, you need to sometimes this teeth will go a little bit floating. You have to squeeze it down. Okay, so everything works, and feel the tension. It's quite different now. It's quite hard. So that's what we want. And put back this blower thing. It's facing backwards. Backwards is where the golden finger is. The opening part is facing backwards, and just snap on, and here, and this feeding holding thing just slide down here. So that's how you modify your smart extruder. So let me show you what the printing parameters are using now. Let me show you very quick. Put everything away, sorry. Okay. This is the printing parameters I'm using now. You can see on the screen. Where I modified is anyway, and let me open a new one. So this is your normally your settings, and this is which I'm using now, but let us create a new profile. And my machine is PLA for Replicator 5th generation, low. I'm using low because my printing is quite big. Okay, so let me put in something, test. Okay, that's Chinese, I'm sorry. Test, okay, create. And you need to edit your profile. When you go in, you can see this. So let me zoom in a little. Okay, where I'm modified is here. You scroll down and you can see the extruder temperature. I'm testing to 215, 220, 225 to 230. And before everything changed, that means Makerbot speed up everything. If you can tell, the oldest firmware comparing to the latest firmware, it's much faster. The latest firmware is more faster. That's because they speed up everything, and they don't want the temperature go so high, I think. So that's why they put down to 215, but the PLA cannot flow normally, so 215 is for sure no for me. My things are quite big and I have time. I need to print correctly, not fast. So the extruder temperature 1, the 5th generation already just have one extruder, so we the system will read this temperature for only one extruder. If you have two extruder, just like a Replicator 2X, you need to type in this. But if we don't have, I just put it in 0. I just put it in 0. What is happening? I'm sorry. 0. Okay. And scroll down. Do bridging. I didn't change all these. Do reft. Normally I leave it true because sometimes the building plate is not so perfect. So do ref will cost a lot of material, but I think it's worth it for big things, because if you print in PLA, you don't do reft, such a big thing, 250 millimeter wide, will just curve up. So normally I do reft if big things are printing. And to do support, that's if you need to support, you need to just type in true. If not, just leave it false. And here, let me scroll down a little. Just scroll to the end. If you want to customize your printing temperature with different properties, like bridges, how many feed rate and how many temperature, first layer, how many feed rate, how many temperature, you need to delete the disable. That means like this. Disable, maybe your bridges you want to do it to 220, so you can do it like this, 220, something like this. But in this case we don't need to change these. What I'm doing, I'm sorry. Okay, because we don't change the temperature, we just changing the feed rate. Everything is 90, I changed to 50. I need to print slowly because I think the extruder head, the heat bank is not too big. So if you print it too quick, it just will just clog the head. So I turn everything 90 to 50, and the temperature to 230. That's January. That's what here I didn't change it. 230. That's what everything I changed to the printing settings. And we just need to command save, and we'll save everything. And you can save the settings, and voila. Okay, so let's see the results. This part I just printed out, and using that printing settings, and you can see everything is very, very smooth. You can see the edges here, it's quite smooth. Even the overhangs are just, sorry about that, my camera only have 30 minutes video capacity every video, so you can see the overhang is just gorgeous. And I do support a little, you can see the tiny support here, and also a lot of support underneath here. I'm thinking if I can tear it apart. Okay, and the supports are very, very beautiful. I also have a bad time in taking out these supports. If you guys have a more nice recommendation, please tell me how you take out the supports. and this is a screw-on part. Let me try. Yeah, it's worked perfectly now. I'm very happy about the results now, the printing results. This part is filament guide, because I have a dry box, so you can see this the roller. I normally put my filament on in the machine. It's in the roller. It's on the roller inside the dry box, so dry container. So this is the total width of the Replicator 5th generation can handle. This is a 250 millimeter wide part, and you can see it's just gorgeous. This takes 17 to 18 hours. I cannot remember. Everything is just gorgeous and nice and solid, not like the thing we printed before, just bad. Everything is very pretty and solid for sure. And this part is the guides up inside the dry container, so the filament can go in very easily. And here the top part, this is a 4 millimeters hole, and I can stick the Teflon tube inside to feed the filament inside to the machine. So that's how I do it. So guys, this is how I modify my smart extruder, and I hope you like it, and I hope it will work also very fine to you. And if you have any feedbacks, please tell me, and I would like to also try out. If you have even more nice solution, I would like to know it. And if you like this video, please leave a like, and if you really like it, please share it to others have Makerbots, and I think maybe I can help them to solve this problem, because I'm also very disappointed in Makerbots, so I have to do my own modify. Okay, I think it's quite long already. I'm Darak, and if you have any question, leave a comment, and I will try to contact you, reply to you. So that's what I like to say. Okay, bye.